The cast of mega hit movie Crocodile Dundee, Now and Then. Crocodile Dundee was an instant hit when it came to cinemas in 1986. Not only in one country, but all over the world. Even today, people like to watch this movie. Thousands of people attended and adored this film for over 30 years. People are interested to know what the stars of this timeless film are doing nowadays. If you're wondering the same, then it's time to dig into then and now career aspects of every star that appeared in the movie. Let's get started. What was the role of Mark Blum? Everyone's quite familiar with Mark Blum, who appeared as Richard Mason, aka the 3D bad guy. The editor and boyfriend of Sue had a remarkable performance to showcase. That bad guy was a pushy boyfriend who wanted Sue to craft an exciting story of Crocodile Dundee, a guy. However, she simply refused to do so. We don't like Richard much, like a bad guy, but his character was an integral part of the story. His excellent performance in this movie opened up a new avenue in his career later. What's Mark Blum doing now? Mark Blum turned 66 this year and got a smooth acting career. He won the heart of his fans through his movies Coin Heist, Mozart. 2 of his films are going to hit the cinema soon. He didn't do well in his acting career, but also well recognized as a fitness advocate. He's helping others to enjoy a healthy and contented life. He doesn't just motivate others, but set an example for others while avoiding unhealthy foods, smoking, and alcohol. What was the role of John Meillon? Everyone fell in love with Wally Riley, a role portrayed beautifully by John Meillon. John was quite famous back then due to his remarkable performance in multiple TV shows, such as What's Yours, Rita, and Wally, and My Name's Magooly. He voiced over in different radio plays as well. What's John Meillon doing now? In 1989, he appeared in Crocodile Dundee 2. Unfortunately, it was the last film of this Australian star. He died the same year due to cirrhosis. He left this world, but he'll always be remembered due to his unique role in Crocodile Dundee's first and second installments. He got the Raymond Longford Lifetime Achievement Award after his death. What was the role of David Gulpilil? David Gulpilil portrayed Neville Bell in Crocodile Dundee. Before appearing in this movie, the star earned fame because of his outclassed demonstration of Aboriginal roles. He got Member of the Order of Australia Award in 1978 due to his excellent portrayals of multiple Aboriginal characters and also his art dedication. What's David Gulpilil doing now? When it comes to his acting career, David enjoyed a spike after his remarkable performance in Crocodile Dundee. He became a part of different films like Rabbit Proof Fence, The Tracker, and Australia, and Charlie's Country. However, he remained unlucky in his personal life. In 2006, he showed his violent side by brandishing a machete in a fight. In 2007, he got accused of assaulting his wife. He caused her emotional and physical damage. Therefore, the court decided against him. Due to his abusive behavior, he had to remain in prison for a year. What was the role of Maggie Blinco? The role of Aida merely is unforgettable in the first and second installment of the film Crocodile Dundee. Maggie said that working with Paul Hogan was a pleasure for her. Her appearance as Aida was one of her best performances. However, she made her big debut on the big screen through some other movies and shows such as 1915, Return to Eden, and A Country Practice. What's Maggie Blinco doing now? After adoring her fans via Crocodile Dundee 2, Blinco enjoyed a smooth acting career. She got tons of roles in different films. Some noteworthy movies and shows are Dr. Doctor, Flirting Cheek to Cheek. She took the title character in Baba. She didn't just appear on screen, but stunned people through her live performances in the theater, where she appeared in the leading role in the play Biddies and The Greening of Grace. What was the role of Terry Gill? No one is going to forget the fantastic portrayal of Duffy by Terry Gill. The lead kangaroo shooter was already a famous actor in Australia. Most of the time, he took the police officer type role. He got recurring characters in shows like The Last Outlaw, Prisoner, Cell Block H, and Homicide. What's Terry Gill doing now? The career success of Gill wasn't only limited to the Duffy role, as after Crocodile Dundee, he portrayed great roles in almost 71 films. He was a lovable Santa in Australia's annual Carols by Candlelight for 27 consecutive years. He was entirely dedicated to the art. Therefore, he ran the Tivoli Theatre restaurant alongside his wife for many years. He had lung cancer that took his life in 2015. He died at the age of 75. What was the role of Steve Rackman? Donk was portrayed fantastically by Steve Rackman. There's an interesting story relating to his casting in the film. He was known as a pro wrestler, aka Crusher, in the 80s. He became the part of the movie where the casting agent called his manager and asked for the ugliest, loudmouthed, and ugly-looking wrestler. Rackman fits the description. So he got the role and always known as the kisser of Paul Hogan's character. What's Steve Rackman doing now? Steve appeared as Donk for the movie sequels. However, his role as Crocodile Dundee was the last acting credit. He didn't pursue his acting career any further. He launched 2 gyms in Sydney and became a personal trainer. In 2010, he took retirement from the job. What was the role of Caitlin Clark? Whoever watched Crocodile couldn't keep their eye off a call girl with wild hair and animal print outfit. Caitlin Clark portrayed Dippy Simone's role. However, if we talk about her big acting debut, then she'll always be remembered most due to her character Valerian in Dragon Slayer. That role was mind-blowing, and she was nominated for 2 Oscar awards because of it. What's Caitlin Clark doing now? After this movie, she took just a few more films, such as The Big Picture and Blown Away. Her role in the Broadway music Titanic from 1989 to 1999 as Charlotte Cardoza was praiseworthy. She lost the battle against ovarian cancer in 2004, dying at the age of 52. Her last film was Never Again, where she starred with Jeffrey Tambor. What was the role of Jerry Burns? Jerry Burns appeared as Arnon Rothman in the Crocodile Dundee in Los Angeles. Armin was the villain, and his excellent performance opened up multiple doors of success for him later. He demonstrated his incredible acting talent in several record-breaking movies and shows. What's Jerry Burns doing now? The ultimate success of Arnold Rothman helped Burns land on multiple roles he played: Win Duffy in Justified, Chet Atkin in Angie Tribeca, and Kern Morris in Dear John. The most recognizable character was Anson Fullerton in Burn Notice. He got a functional role on Broadway in Hairspray and After the Night. What was the role of Paul Hogan? Paul Hogan performs the leading role of Crocodile Dundee. In all 3 movies, he played the same character. Before getting his role, Hogan wasn't that famous. However, his leading role in the film became a reason for his skyrocketed success in the film industry. He won Best Actor Golden Globe Awards and was nominated for screenwriting an Oscar. What's Paul Hogan doing now? Paul Hogan is always known due to his iconic role in 3 films of Crocodile Dundee. His performance stunned everyone. People started to notice him, and due to this role, he got multiple commercials from renowned brands such as Shrimp on the Barbie. He was honored as a member of the Order of Australia. He joked while getting the Longford Lyell Award about him that he is a one-hit wonder. He portrayed the leading role in Bedfellows in 2004 in an Australian hit comedy show. After that, he started his career as a stand-up comedian in 2013. The very excellent Mr. Dundee is his upcoming 2020 film, directed by Dean Murphy. He's going to appear as Michael Dundee in that film. What was the role of Linda Kozlowski? Linda got the lead female role as Sue Charlton in the movie. This Juilliard graduate actress already showed her acting talent before this movie. However, she was always known as Sue Charlton in the film industry. What's Linda Kozlowski doing now? Linda got great potential in the acting field, but she couldn't land on some remarkable roles after this film. She got only 8 roles in 10 years of this movie, and none of those roles set the record in the history of the film industry. She decided to give up on acting in 2011. When you looked at her personal life, she got married to leading star of Crocodile Dundee, aka Paul Hogan, in 1990. The couple split up in 2013, and they have a son named Chance. What was the role of Reginald VelJohnson? Reginald got his breakthrough role, Gus, from Crocodile Dundee. Before that, he didn't get some noteworthy roles. Gus helped Mick get around comfortably in a new city and also saved Mick from gang assault. What is Reginald VelJohnson doing now? These days, people know the guy due to his short-tempered father role in the hit TV sitcom Family Matters. The famous TV series ran for 10 years, and it's all because of its good ratings and reviews. The other 2 TV shows that got significant roles are Girl Meets World and Ray Donovan. What was the role of Aida Turturro? Aida appeared in the third installment of the film, aka Crocodile Dundee in Los Angeles, in 2001. Although she didn't get a significant role in the series yet, she got it when she was going to appear for The Sopranos. What's Aida Turturro doing now? Aida got significant roles in TV shows after this film. She portrayed the role of most annoying sister Tony Soprano in The Sopranos. The character was a vital part of the series. Later, she appeared in other TV series such as Law & Order Special Victims Unit, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and Criminal Minds Beyond Borders. What was the role of Jerry Skilton? Jerry portrayed as Nugget O'Cass in all 3 series of the film, and also in the pilot for the show Nugget Gets a Life. He also appeared in films such as Outback and Rough Diamonds. What's Jerry Skilton doing now? Jerry became unlucky after the series. He said he didn't know whether it was a good or bad thing, but since ending the Dundee series, he hasn't ever been able to drop the handle Nugget, as people just won't let him. What was the role of Richie Singer? Khan played a notable role in the film, and Richie Singer performed it. However, he didn't appear in the movie's sequel. Before hitting the film, he was an experienced actor who got roles in 2 TV series. What's Richie Singer doing now? Although he played a great role in mega-hit film Crocodile Dundee, he couldn't grab more success in his acting career. He only appears in series like Water Rats and Crownies. His last film credit was Charlie's Country in 2013. What was the role of John Snyder? He got the role of Pimp, who appeared halfway through the movie. Although it wasn't a leading role, it affected the film story somehow. What is John Snyder doing now? He made a significant impact in the film industry through his voice acting. He didn't show his face much on camera. At the end of the 1980s, he put all his focus on his voice acting career. He was the voice actor of anime films like Akira and Battle Royale. What was the role of Charles S. Dutton? Dutton appeared in the second installment of the Dundee film. He portrayed the role Leroy Brown, who was a smart stationery salesman. When Dundee comes to New York City, he first works for Brown. When the cartel kidnaps Sue, he connects Dundee with the inner city gang and helps him rescue Sue. What is Charles S. Dutton doing now? Dutton got many promising roles after this film. His remarkable films are Alien 4 and Rudy. In 2008, he played a good role in the hit movie Honey Dripper, and another major film he got in 2013 is named The Monkey's Paw. What was the role of Susie Essman? She entered in the second installment of Crocodile Dundee as a tour guide who helps Mick when he loses the path. Although it's a very teeny tiny role, she did it quite well. What's Susie Essman doing now? After doing an excellent job in Crocodile Dundee 2, she began her comedy career. That turned successful in a year or more. She's known as a stand-up comedian. Susie got the role of her lifetime in Larry David's Curb Your Enthusiasm. In that series, she was the ultimate reason for laughing. What was the role of Caitlin Hopkins? Miss Mathis gave us a few laughs through her hilarious performance only in Crocodile Dundee 3. This minor role of hers was worth mentioning. What's Caitlin Hopkins doing now? Hopkins got good roles in some famous TV shows. She appeared in different episodes of Star Trek. She's known as a stage actor, but she never fails to surprise us on TV screens. What was the role of Jonathan Banks? Jonathan Banks played the role of Milos Drobnik, one of the bad guys of Dundee. He appeared in only the third installment of the film series. He began his acting career in 1974 before playing Milos Drobnik's role. He was known for big hit movies like Airplane and Gremlins. What's Jonathan Banks doing now? In the world of acting, Banks got some outstanding shows. His primary role after the film was in the TV series Breaking Bad as Mike, and he also appeared in spin-off of Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul. What was the role of Ernie Dingo? Charlie appeared in Crocodile Dundee 2, and Dingo played this role very well. Before coming into this film, he was known for films like The Fringe Dwellers and Tootawali. What is Ernie Dingo doing now? His role in the second installment of the movie didn't let him enjoy skyrocket success later. However, he got some amazing roles in different films such as The Great Outdoors, Heartland, and Family Confidential. What was the role of Luis Guzman? Guzman got many high-profile roles throughout his career, but his first big role was Jose, who was the character of Crocodile Dundee 2. He later played good roles in Short Eyes and Heartbeat. What's Luis Guzman doing now? At present, he isn't known much as Jose. Instead, he got name and fame after his performance in Boogie Nights. After that dramatic role, he became a part of tons of films and series. These days, you can enjoy his performance Narcos, Code Black, and How to Make It in America. What was the role of Hector Uberri? The casting agent picked Uberri for the role of Luis Rico in Dundee 2. This talented actor didn't get recognition from films but Broadway. Crocodile Dundee was his second film. What's Hector Uberri doing now? Instead of chasing his career in the film industry, Hector decided to go back into the world of Broadway musicals, where he appeared in Chu Chem, West Side Story, and Gone with the Wind. What was the role of Juan Fernandez de Alarcón? Fernandez got his first high-profile role as Miguel in Crocodile Dundee 2. Before becoming part of this film, he played some minor roles. He earned a reputation as a bad guy in the film industry, so most of his roles demand the same type of acting from him. What is Juan Fernandez de Alarcón doing now? After getting success from Dundee 2, he landed on many roles in the film industry. He appeared in different films, most remarkably are The Collector and El Gallo and Liquid Dreams. He also worked as a model for top designer Yves Saint Laurent and Ossie Clark when he was young.
Subscribe for more.